Hello everybody and Happy New Year. Yes, it is just a little bit after midnight on January 1st. So long 2022, so long Year of Doing. Now we're on Welcome to Year of Doing 2.0. And you are watching with Wombat here in 2023. So, we are moving along in our rewatch of Star Trek Lower Decks. We saw in the last episode a mathematically perfect redemption, Peanut Hamper, the adventures of Peanut Hamper, or as I may call it, the origin story of a villain, a Khan 2.0, excluding Benedict Cumberbatch. Never mind. Well, anyway, it was a very interesting episode. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a very good episode. But it was also very much a one-off, I think, unless Peanut Hamper comes back, which I guess is possible. As I indicated before, my last video, I was kind of disappointed that Peanut Hamper's journey was disingenuous, that we thought she was growing. She seemed to be growing, but it was all part of her long con. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, right? But overall, I thought it was a really fun episode. I enjoyed it a lot, but I am eager to get back to our Lower Decks crew. I don't know what's coming up, so why don't we just go right into it, and then we can talk about it afterward like we usually do, huh? How about that? Breaking new ground. So let's dive right into it. Star Trek Lower Decks, Season 3, Episode 8, Paradoxus. Wow, I need to work on that. Alright. So I tried to watch another episode of Prodigy, and I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I mean, it's a kids show, right? So I think you have to be in the mood for, kids programming to enjoy a show like that. So, all right. Ooh, Cerritos in combat once again. Is that up? It's either a Romulan ship or some weird Klingon ship.
Before I let you...
Dude.
Timber!
Timber?
Destroy this joke of a Federation ship. Leave no survivors.
It's the Wayfarer!
The Wayfarer? The what now? Oh, hey, it's a Sovereign class ship. The Wayfarer? Captain Captain Bucephalus Dagger, you look very, very familiar to me. I've been watching a lot of like procedural crime shows and with my mother, and usually our go-to is maybe it's a long-lost identical sibling of some sort. And you know what? That's what I'm going to guess here, Captain Bucephalus Dagger. Wow, that is a mouthful. Huh. It reminds me a little bit of like the naming convention sometimes we saw in Pacific Rim. Like, what was Idris Elba's character's name? Stacker Pentecost? Like that's a name there, loaded with all kinds of meaning. Let's get back to this and see what's going on.
Commander Doodle, I think it's time we introduce this warbird to the biggest kid on the
Commander
block.
Doodle.
Captain, they're retreating. Should I set a course to pursue?
Let them run. Protecting the Cerritos is our top priority. What were the Melpinar triplets
Melpinar
after
triplets,
this time?
okay.
The chronogami. Chrono because it involves taking time and folding it in on.
This program.
Ensign Boimler, please report
Let
to
me
Commander
see.
Ransom's office.
Ensign
On my way.
Boimler,
I thought you
indeed.
were off duty.
Twice as good as the original.
Crisis Point? No, you can't just piggyback off my movie.
What?
Technically, it was my program first.
Oh, that program.
Contractually obligate you to make a bad sequel. Is this a sequel? I mean, Vindicta got blown up.
You don't follow the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Skip ahead to the opening credits. Okay.
Hey, that was a script. Ooh. Oh, hey, check out those graphics. Listen to that music.
What did Ransom want?
Just reassigning duty shifts.
Oh, what's wrong, Boims? So there's something I've always wondered about holodeck adventures. Obviously, like, the crew gets to play a part, but do they have to memorize the script, or is it improvised? Oh, that's got the Dr. Carol Marcus vibes. Wait, are they leaning into Star Trek 2?
So
Okay,
many
Star Trek
lives
2's
just
graphics were
blinked out of
groundbreaking.
existence.
Functionality. Ah, yes, a watch that drives the plot. Very convenient and not at all dumb.
I was just getting used to the Cerritos looking the way it does, but now you got it flying next to a Sovereign class. It looks goofy again.
The koala smiles on us all.
Koalas. Pfft. Wombats are where it is.
This? What is this? These random extras?
I am Nick Nack.
Case in point. Now what the hell?
That chase sequence wasn't gonna be fun
Yeah,
anyway.
it's probably like Boba Fett. Okay.
For Starfleet!
For Starfleet! Sure, that's what Starfleets yell when they go into battle. For Starfleet!
Backstory.
What? Oh. No.
I'm gonna follow this old man's skin map, and I'm gonna find some answers. You know what? I'm glad you don't like it because you.
Are they talking about Star Trek the Motion Picture now?
So much you have to make a sequel, huh?
William, his transporter clone on the Titan, died this morning.
What?
Died. What are you doing?
I'm robbing these street punks so we can all dress up in these old-timey outfits.
Stop messing
Hey,
around!
I think he's being a team player now.
They don't fit. We need to find bigger punks.
Oh, the stink face on Tendi. Wow.
Trying to make this dumb movie important just proves that I'm not.
It's just a holodeck program.
Yeah, it's not like his whole identity's wrapped up in this. He's not Barkley.
But it's a bad story.
Yeah, it's an uneven slog that totally ignores the successes of the original, but it's also a Starfleet
Okay, I don't know what
movie,
they're
which
comparing
means
it to
it's
now.
fun.
What are they comparing it to now?
Yeah, we're Starfleet.
The Rise of Skywalker, maybe?
Here comes the big heroic speech where you turn him around from Oh yeah, we can do the Kirk thing.
Yes, the Kirk thing, I guess. But yeah, it's true. Kirk really wasn't for big speeches, not like Picard was. Oh,
Look
okay.
at this. If I pull these two folds
Ah.
of skin. From that to
Okay, fine. Oh, the founding of the Federation.
Bomb has a hair.
Are we gonna see Archer? Tana, that's her name. Oh wow, that looked nasty.
Would you laugh this much if I was really the captain in real life?
Sorry, if you were what? You want to be a captain?
Yes!
She does?
Yes, I do.
Tenda, you'd be a great captain.
guess so.
You don't need him. I'd want you as my captain anytime.
Well, at least he's a supportive friend.
That would be true if you had the chronobomb and not your own bomb.
Oh,
No!
wait, that's not. See, I thought it was gonna be the kind of bomb that they used in Star Trek Nemesis. Where's this gonna go? I
am Kitty.
Don't don't do Star Trek 5.
Love without trust.
I'm getting Stargate vibes.
Quotes. I wanted the
Oma
meaning
de
of life.
Sala stuff.
Life is like
No, don't. What?
the one.
Fucking kidding me?
Okay.
That reveal doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why, but I kind of felt like that was coming. Maybe it's a Rosebud thing.
Where am I? Mariner?
What? Star Trek Generation. We're really going through all of these Star Treks, aren't we? Well, not all of them.
It's Captain
Yeah.
Sulu.
Oh my gosh, Captain Sulu. Even better.
Sure.
The afterlife?
Nexus?
The Nexus?
It's Idaho.
Idaho. I thought he was from Iowa.
Death is merely a reflection of the unexpected joys we find in life.
I'll never find joy?
I literally just said that.
Sorry.
Yeah, really. Keep up with things.
Poor guy myself,
The
so.
horsey's going to bite you now.
What?
That was great.
It was a good sequel to Crisis Point.
Aw, thanks, Mariner.
I'm glad you didn't end it on some dark cliffhanger.
System redacted. Come on. Ooh. Defiant class.
It works.
Starfleet now considers you a dead man.
I'm not sure. Is that a Section 31 thing?
Isn't
there we
Section
go.
31 supposed to be like a big secret?
Maniacal laughter 2 times in a row. That's how we do. All right. Well, that was like a really jam-packed episode. And by jam-packed, I mean like jam-packed full of like Easter eggs, meta references, regular references. I could tell they were calling back to a lot of different Star Trek movies. I feel like they tackled 1, 2. I didn't get like vibes of 3 and 4. 5 for sure. I didn't get 6. Then there was Generations. I suppose the bomb was like a Nemesis one, but nope, nothing in First Contact or Insurrection. Anyway, there was like a bunch of Star Trek movie references, which was great. I really loved that. The Boimler thing, I don't know. That felt very tacked on to my recollection. I'd never seen Boimler wrestle very much with like meaning of life stuff. So I don't know about that part. But it was interesting for sure, like the journey that we went on. It almost, this is like going to be a really weird comparison in a reaction already full of weird comparisons. But for like a minute there, after Boimler went off on his own journey in the holodeck adventure, I started to get like a little bit of Rick and Morty vibes, and I don't know how to justify that, except that it got a little wacky. I mean, that's part of it. I don't know. I just can't shake that comparison, even though, like, I think it was nowhere near as good as your everyday Rick and Morty episode. I mean, yes, I love Rick and Morty, but I think, objectively speaking, Rick and Morty is a brilliant show. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that particular comparison, so I guess I'll move on. It was an interesting journey, him getting some answers to the meaning of life. The Sulu drop in. I didn't stick around to see if that was really George Takei. Anyway, the other stuff, Tendi wanting to be a captain, I thought that was really cool. It's like a big step up for her character, but it seemed to kind of make sense ever since she decided she wanted to be a bridge officer. She wants that upward trajectory in her career path, and I really enjoyed that we got to see that. Although Rutherford was irritating for a lot of the episode, but I guess it all paid off in the end. I don't have too much else to say about this episode. It was a solid episode of Lower Decks. But again, it felt very one-off-ish, very, very episodic and not serialized. But I guess like a lot of Lower Decks is episodic in nature. It's not really a serialized show. I think I just got confused with the whole Pac-Led thing because that was kind of a long-term story arc that got told eventually. But the dark cliffhanger, I suppose, could be another thing that comes up in episode 9 or 10. So now we have William Boimler as a potential villain. We've got Peanut Hamper as another potential villain. I think that's it. So really, we have a lot of choices for who could be like the big villain at the end of the season, if they do that. Maybe they won't even do that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to say. I guess Mariner has mostly rehabilitated herself, at least according to Ransom's review. So there's not much going on there. Yeah, it's just one of those episodes that was a lot of fun and not a whole lot to analyze. Like, I'm not one of those people that's going to break down everything. I mean, yes, I got a little weird when I was talking about the kinds of ships a couple episodes back, but that was like for fun. That was like just off the top of my head. I don't do research. I don't want to do research. Maybe like some other show or some other kind of a thing. I might do research and prepare for it, but I like doing stuff off the cuff. I like to watch, I like to react, and then I like to talk about it. I think that works well for me here anyway. So yeah, that's our show for today. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I won't have any screw-ups again like I've been having the last couple times. Please hit like and subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please. I'm doing my best, and I'm getting some good views, but I could use some more subscribers, please. And yeah, again, Happy New Year, everybody. Let's have an excellent year of doing in 2023.